So the Citi Simplicity card is my favorite credit card to use. I've been using it for a little over 6 months now. I guess I started off, I wanted to get a new card. My last card was a Capital One card, and I was unsatisfied with the monthly maintenance fees and the monthly fees that they would offer me. The APR was a little bit too high. So I decided to get a Citi Simplicity card. I heard good things, and I actually have a few friends that have the Citi Simplicity card, and they told me that it was very reasonable. The monthly rates were very reasonable, and it was a great card to have. They offered some type of rewards points back, so for everything you purchased, you would get cash back for certain items that you purchased, and it would come back straight as cash to you. So I thought about it, and my father also suggested that the Citi Simplicity card was the best. I kind of use it everywhere. It's really everything. Last week I stayed in a hostel in San Diego, and I used my Citi Simplicity card. I purchase books online, I purchase movies, electronics, I purchase really anything you could think of. I eat a lot of fast food and go to a lot of restaurants, and I use this card everywhere I go. Still in the six month mark, so it's about 7 months, I think, in total that I've had the card, and I'm not yet paying my monthly fees. They're kind of, I think after about a year and a half, you start having to pay your monthly fees for the balance. But my total balance on this card is about, I think, $2,000 or $3,000, and I've definitely used that, and I've gone a little bit over, I guess, sometimes, but I always tend to pay it off. I think having the credit card debt is important. When making some big purchases. I purchased a new TV and a fridge on this card, and I kind of went over the budget and used this kind of as a debt card. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough thing, but I think with the no APR, the no monthly fees, they kind of give me an opportunity to use this as more of a savings account. And when the time comes and I'm going to be charged a maintenance fee or an additional fee, I think then I'll pay off the entire balance. But this card is really good that it gives me the option to do so. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be using this card, but I kind of like exactly what it offers. It does offer like cash backs on certain purchases, and I think air mileage as well. I don't do too much flying, but it's really good to have, I guess, just in case. Maybe I could even roll it over to my parents or my friends or family. But it does offer like some type of cash back for purchases. I know that I've received a substantial deal of money from just the everyday purchases that I make on this card. But yeah, it's a pretty simple card. I like the layout. I like, most credit cards, they kind of have like a lot of information on the front, but this card, it's very simple in that it's just my name at the bottom left-hand corner, which I've taped up right now. But it's a really cool looking card. I think I only recently started banking with Citibank. I opened checking and savings account, so it kind of, there was that incentive. I received a note about this in the mail, and so I decided to check it out. What harm can come of it? And I found what it offers pretty good. And then also I kind of wanted to raise my credit score. I think this credit card will really help me do that in terms of my saving and my paying my debt off on time. But yeah, I really like the card. I chose the blue layout because it blue's my favorite color, and the round spiral, it really speaks something to me. It's very artistic in nature. But yeah, a lot of my friends have this, so it's kind of something that I chose. I'm not sure what my next card will be, but I pretty much like Citi card. I might go with Capital One for my next one, but I really don't know when that will happen. But I do have a pretty substantial amount of debt on this card currently. It's not too much, but it's enough to handle. But yeah, I make a lot of daily purchases. Like just this weekend, I made a purchase at a hostel. I go, McDonald's, Jack in the Box, In-N-Out, and I always purchase it with my card. And I've never had any complaints, no problems. One time, I think I had to call them to make sure that my card was up to date and working. But other than that, I love this Citi Simplicity card, and it's one of my favorite credit cards.